everybody in the virtual village hall, and welcome to today's class, which is a dementia-friendly seated swans ballet class. So it doesn't matter if you've never taken any ballet classes before, this is the perfect opportunity for you to get started. This is a seated session as well, so you need a sturdy chair, preferably without arms on the chair so that you can move your arms freely, and just nice clear space around you because we are going to be extending our legs in different directions and things like that. So nice and easy to follow along with the session today. We have a little bit of repertoire from a ballet, a little bit of a lesser well-known ballet actually. Well, one of them is very well known, one of them is less well known. But I hope that you enjoy today's session, and remember that these sessions save in the virtual village hall, so if you want to access it anytime you can do, both on YouTube and on Facebook as well. Let's get started. Please feel free to say hello in the comments as well. It's always nice to hear from people who are watching this live. If you're watching it on catch up, a belated hello to you all whenever you are watching this. Okay, so we're going to get started on let's go with our warm-up. So we're just going to stay a little bit, I'll stay a little bit closer today to the camera so you can see me nice and clearly. So we're going to start off with our warm-up, and we're going to start off by warming up our arm with just one arm. And we're going to rub our arm up into our shoulder, down into your hands. We'll build up the heat in your hands. And now we'll do some squidging. And we'll do some tapping. Oh, and I forgot to say as well, as this is a dementia-friendly session today, I'm wearing my Dementia Friends badge as well because I am an Alzheimer's Society dementia friend as well. Okay, let's go with the other arm. So we'll do exactly the same. And then we'll take our squidging. And then we'll do our tapping, because of course this week is Dementia Action Week, which is the Alzheimer's Society's week of action. And then we'll do the same for our legs and our leg and our other leg. And by the time we've finished, we'll be nice and warm and ready to start off our seated swans class. So let's get started. Okay, so rubbing your shoulder all the way up and down, into the shoulder, into the hands, building the heat. Tapping. Let's use our fingers. Okay, now a big brush. One. Same again, big brush. One more big brush. Okay, good. And let's relax. Now we're going to use the other arm. Up and down the arm, into the hands again, and some squidging. Really waking up all these muscles and nerves. Tapping. Fingers. Now into a big brush. And one. Same again, big brush. And one more. Let's just relax for a moment. Okay, and now we move on to our legs. But before we do, can we just pause one moment, please? So I'm just going to move a little bit further back so that you can now see my legs, but you can still keep following along. So let me just move a little bit further back. And now you can see me with my legs. Here we go. Right, let's go. Carry on. Oh, wait. That's fine, that will do. And let's rub our thigh, front and back. Around the knee, into the calf. And some squidging. brush to finish off. And brush. Same again. Brush. One more brush. And we'll finish off. Lovely. Right, I'm going to move a little bit closer back to the camera again, but because we're going to focus on our upper body and our arms now. So let me just come a bit closer. Okay, right, let's just move that better. There we go. Right, check I can see. There you go, you can see my arms. Excellent. So, feet nice and flat on the floor. And we want to ideally be sitting in the middle of our chair. We're not leaning with our back up against the chair. Okay, hands resting on your thighs. And we're going to start off by warming up our spine. So in ballet, one of the first exercises that we always do is our pliés. Now plié is a rippling down through the spine. Well, what we do in a seated class, because plié means to bend. So plié in a ballet class is a bending of our knees, but in seated we translate this into bending our spine. So we're going to ripple down through our spine, and then we're going to ripple back up again. And then we're going to ripple back down again. And then we're going to ripple back up again. Then we're going to take our arms to first position, out to second position, and lowering back down again. So first position in ballet, it's a really nice round shape in front of us. And second position is really wide. It's like we've got our arms wrapped around something, like we're doing a big hug. And back down. Then we'll take our arms to first, and this time we're going to take them all the way up to what we call fifth position. Opening out and down. We'll take some shoulder rolls, nice big slow shoulder rolls, and the same going the other way. And then we'll take a different type of port de bras. So this port de bras is involving a sideways movement. So let's have a little practice at this, taking one arm to first, out to second, up to fifth. Now, let's relax our other hand down by your side, and keeping both sides of your bottom on your chair, we're going to take a little reach over to the side and lowering back down. Let's go with the other arm first, to second, and up, and reaching over and back out and down. Lovely. So let's have a go now with music for our pliés, meaning to bend. Of course, we're bending our spine. And then our port de bras, we call this in ballet, where we're really doing beautiful soft arm movements, really learning our ballet arm positions. These arm positions are hundreds of years old. Let's go with music. Okay, so ripple down through your spine. 2, 3, 4. Let's ripple back up again. And let's ripple down. And let's ripple back up again. Okay, arms go to first and out to second and lowering down. Arms go to first, all the way up, opening out, and we'll lower down. Let's take some shoulder rolls. Nice big shoulder rolls. Let's go the other way. Excellent. Let's have a go with one arm first, out to second, up to fifth, and let's take that little lean over to the side, keeping both sides of your bottom on the chair, and other arm first, out to second, and up, and leaning over, keeping your bottom nice and steady on the chair. And I think we'll take our arms to first, one more time, all the way up to fifth position, opening out, and we'll lower back down. Beautiful. Good. Okay, we're now going to do a little hand exercise, and I've based this around the music of the ballet Paquita. Now, at the start of today's session, I said there's going to be two ballets we're going to come across. One of them is well known, one of them is less well known, and this is our less well known ballet. So Paquita has the most beautiful music, but it's very rarely performed. And this exercise, they have lots of quite interesting arm lines when the ballet dancers perform this. So I thought it would make a really good arm and hand exercise. So with our hands, we're going to bring our wrists in front and we're going to cross them. And then we're going to reach out. Now, whether you want to reach to the diagonal or whether you want to reach to the side, that's fine. Then we'll cross our wrists and we'll reach the other way. Lovely. I'm highlighting the Royal Voluntary Service logos here. So wrist crossed and out. And wrist crossed and out. And that's what the ballerina does. She does these little steps and she crosses her wrist, and then she does these little pushing actions. And then she does these little steps and she does these little twirls with her hands. So we're going to do one twirl with one wrist, the other hand, and the other hand, and the other hand. It doesn't matter which one we use first, we just want to twirl. Let's have another go. Wrist cross, and push, and wrist cross, and push, and twirl, and twirl, and twirl, and twirl. Lovely. From here, let's have a go at some exercises now more for our fingers. So, if you can get your thumb to touch each of your fingers. 3, 4. Let's have a go with the other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's have another try at that. 1, 2. Next one. Little finger, index finger, middle finger, fourth finger, fifth finger. Okay, and then we'll lift our hands up and we're going to make them as small as we can, and then we'll reach them out. Make them as small as we can, reach them out. So let's have another go at that. Small hands, stretch them, small hands, stretch them, and can you close them? And open them, and close them, and open them. So let's have a go with music for our Paquita variation, which is our arm exercise. So remember, we're starting off with this lovely pushing. That's it, good, really reaching out. And then we do our twirls. Don't worry, I'll be dancing this along with you. Okay, so let's have a go with music now for our Paquita arm exercise. Okay, off we go. So wrist cross, and push, and cross, and push. Let's twirl our wrist and our wrist. Same again, wrist crossed, and push, and push, and open. Let's twirl our wrist, and wrist, and wrist. Now let's have a go at touching our thumbs at each of our fingers. Next one, next one, next one, other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hands open, hands closed, hands open, hands closed, hands open, close them together, open them out, close them together. Lovely. Well done, everybody. So that's our arms and wrists and fingers all woken up now. We're going to now do an exercise which is basically the equivalent for your legs and feet. So I'm going to move my chair backwards so that you can see me nice and clearly. You can stay exactly whereabouts you are, but I'm just going to move backwards because at the minute you can't see my legs and feet. So let me move my chair a little bit further backwards, and I will tip my camera down. We've got a very energetic exercise now for our legs and feet. Okay, so feet nice and flat on the floor. And we want to make sure that we're sitting up nice and tall, but you're not leaning against the back of your chair. We're going to slide our foot forward until it points and slide it back in again. So in ballet, we call these our battement tendus. And then same with the other leg, slide until it points and then sliding until it points. Then we're going to swish our leg and it's going to go into the air. And closing, slide it along the floor and swish it into the air. And then it closes, and we call that a grand battement in ballet. All these terms are in French that we learn in a ballet class. Okay? Then from here, let's work specifically on our feet. Like we work specifically on our fingers, we want to work on our feet. So we're going to lift one leg up so your toes are on the floor, heels up, heels down, heels up, heels down, heels up, heels down. Let's have a go with the other leg. Heels up, heel down, heel up, heel down, heel up, heel down. Let's have a go with some ankle circles now. Nice slow and big circles. And then going the other way. And then with the other foot, nice slow and big ankle circles. And then the same going the other way. Nice big slow ankle circles. So let's do now an exercise which is focusing just on our legs and feet. Okay, so let's point our foot in front and close. Other leg and close, so our feet are sliding on the floor for our battement tendus. And melt. It grows until it points. Okay, your grand battement. Swish it along and into the air and close. Other leg, swish along and lift and close. Other leg, swish and lift. Same again. Okay, now let's go into our heels. Up and down and up and down. Other leg, heel up, heel down. Heel up, heel down. Other leg, heel up. Heel up, heel down. Other leg. Ankle circles are coming up. And ankle circles. Let's go the other way. Other leg, ankle circles. And the other way. Excellent. Okay, we have one more exercise left to go. I'm going to come up close to my screen. Again, you can stay where you are. I'll just move a little bit closer so that you can see me nice and clearly. Okay. Let's see if you can see my arms. Yes, you can. Excellent. I'm back where I had a good guess of where my camera needed to be. So for our next exercise, this is inspired by Romeo and Juliet, which I'm sure, you know, it's just the most beautiful music. Like, the ballet score is amazing, but also this piece of music, I'm sure you're going to love it. And this is from the film version, actually. And I think it's just such a beautiful piece of music that I like using this for anything Romeo and Juliet inspired. Now, in ballet we have a lot of mime, and the mimes, some of them are quite straightforward, some of them less so. And obviously being Romeo and Juliet, we're going to have this one a lot, which is love. And we have that a few times in this port de bras. So we're going to start off with bringing one hand to your chest, and we're going to open your arm out. Then we'll go the other hand and opening out. So for that, we're saying me. So we're saying I'm. Well, you'll see why. We're opening out. We're acknowledging everybody who's watching. Me. Acknowledge everybody who's watching, because now you're going to tell them you're going to dance. So in ballet, this means to dance. Doesn't really make much sense, to be honest, I think. Some of them, like I said, some of them really make sense, but that's a really hard one to work out what it means. But yes, it means to dance. And then we'll open our arms out. So let's go. Again, one hand open out. The other hand open out. And to dance. And open out. And down. So we're starting dancing now. We're going to take one hand around in a big, beautiful circle, thinking like a rainbow shape. And then the other hand, imagine you're painting a beautiful, big rainbow. Okay, I think we could have a little go with music up to there, please. Oh, can we go again from the beginning? And one hand open out, the other hand, and open out. And to dance, I'm going to dance, and we'll open out and down. Now we're going to start to dance, and we'll take one hand round, and down, the other hand, round, and down. Now let's take our arms out to the sides. Thank you. So we take our arms out and we're going to wrap our arms around us like a big hug. We'll open out and we'll do the same. Wrap it round and open back out. So as soon as we've done our little rainbow, we'll open out, bring our arms in, and out. Bring our arms in and out. From here, we're going to tell everybody that we love them. So let's bring our hands in and out. So you're saying, I love you. And then we'll just lift our arms up like we did earlier on in our beautiful ballet port de bras. And that should really bring us up to the end of the music for this section. Okay, can we have a go from the very beginning? But you can just follow along, I'll be dancing this with you. And one hand open out, the other hand and open out. To dance. And we'll open our arms. Let's move our arm like a rainbow. Beautiful. Keep the movements nice and soft. Lovely. Okay, let's take our arms and we're going to open them out to the side to get ready. And here we are, we're ready. We're going to bring them in and a big hug. And open. And big hug. And open. Let's tell everybody that we love them. And in. And out. And in. And out. And let's finish off with a beautiful ballet port de bras. And we'll just rest for a moment. Excellent. So beautiful and calm, that piece of music, isn't it? Shall we have one more go at that? Just before we finish. We've just got time to have one more try at that. Okay, one hand and open. The other hand and open. We're going to dance. And open out. And we'll rest for a moment. Now we're going to use one hand in a big circle. And big circle. And open. Big circle. Watching this hand like a beautiful rainbow. Okay, now let's get our arms ready out to the sides. And we're going to bring our arms in for a big hug and bring them in. And open them out. Same again, big hug. Tell everybody that you love them. And open. And in. And open. Let's finish off with a beautiful ballet port de bras. Arms first. Up to 5th position. Opening out to 2nd position. And we'll lower down and we'll think about our beautiful ballerina posture. Excellent. Okay, let's finish off with a cool down now. Thank you very much for joining me today. Just a nice calm end to the class now for our cool down. So if you want to close your eyes, and we're just going to focus on our breathing. Feeling your face relaxing. Feeling your shoulders relaxing. Your arms relaxing. And just notice the weight of your hands as they're resting on your legs. Relaxing your thighs, relaxing your knees, relaxing your feet and your toes. Make sure there's no tension in your toes. And just focusing on your breathing. And when you're ready, if you want to open your eyes back up again. And relaxing your hands down by your side. Let's bring our thumb to our shoulder. Reaching up. And we're going to take that little side bend like we did before. So keeping your hips nice and steady. And opening out. The bend is coming from the waist. And thumb to your shoulder. Reaching up. Bending from your waist. Keeping your hips and bottom nice and still on the chair. Lovely, let's open our arms out and we're going to beat our arms like big swan wings. And opening out. And beating your wings, and you can curve your back. And opening out. Head goes between your arms. And opening out. And we'll lower down. And we'll finish off there. Thank you very much everybody for joining me today for this dementia-friendly seated swans ballet class. Enjoy the rest of your week.